sponsored by the Come Up Top of Your Game, helping to elevate your life, frontline counseling in Southfield, providing the support you need to overcome life challenges, and peer consulting group offering remote and mobile notary service to our community. Our podcast is dropped bi-weekly every 2 weeks, so you can subscribe to our podcast on any platform and step into our power of empowered woman, empowered lives for this year. Welcome, Nisi,
Hey,
to
hey,
the
hey.
Come Up Top of Your Game. How is everything going on your side?
Well, I try my best not to complain as
Okay.
long as I'm on this side of the dirt and not on the other side.
Well, today
I'm grateful.
you're
Yes.
grateful. Well, today is a blessed day. So before we get started, our podcast is picking up part two to why we do not know how to say no, which is a part of setting boundary. And we're going to continue with that. Nisi will be taking the lead, and I will just fill in whatever she asks of me to do for today. Um, but before we get started, we just want to thank God for bringing us in today. So I think, Heavenly Father, I just thank you for bringing us into this podcast today, Lord. We thank you for your grace that you have restored upon us. And we just ask you to bless us as we go forward by sharing this message with our audience. Father, I pray that Nisi may be able to guide us and that the audience may be able to understand what it is that we are trying to give them. But Father, I pray that you may help us all as we journey through the week and bless us and keep us in your name we pray. Amen. Let's
Amen.
go. We're going to try to keep this short and sweet.
Yeah. So we're gonna make it quick and to the point, and then we out this piece.
Yes, peace out.
So last time, as Car said, we were talking about boundaries, part one. So today is part two, and to reiterate what boundaries are the personal limits that we set to protect our time, our energy, our emotions, and our well-being. Okay, so they serve like a as an invisible line that shows where I end and where you begin. So boundaries, they help us to decide what we are comfortable with and what we are not comfortable with. And it helps us to guide how we allow others to treat us and how we treat others. Okay. Or how we respond to how people treat us. So we can look at boundaries like we said last time we met, like a fence around our house. We don't they the fence doesn't keep everyone out, but it shows the individuals where our space is, and then it lets us decide who can come in and who cannot come in. Okay, so those are
Okay.
boundaries.
Yes, ma'am.
And so why are boundaries important? So in boundaries, they protect our well-being. They keep us from feeling drained and disrespected or taken advantage of.
Mm-hmm.
So boundaries help us to build healthy relationships or healthier relationships, and they teach us how others how to treat us while respecting they allow us to oh shoot, hold on, let me I get a little excited. So they teach others how to treat us while also respecting their needs at the same time. Boundaries reduce our stress and our resentment, because if we don't have a boundary in place, it people tend to take advantage of us, and then we get stressed out and whatnot. When we express ourselves, then it helps us to prevent burnout and anxiety and stress. So also they boundaries also encourage us to have respect for ourselves, and it encourages others to respect us. Sometimes they don't like the fact that we have put boundaries in place, but you're not getting ready to walk over me. I'm not your doormat. So you might not like me, but you will respect me. Okay. That
Mm-hmm.
part. Okay. So, and also it promotes balance. Boundaries promote balance. And
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, so moving right along. And this we might be done with this in a few minutes, okay?
Yeah.
So let's give some examples of we're going to give some examples of a healthy boundary, and then
Mm-hmm.
we'll turn around and give an example of an unhealthy boundary. So an unhealthy boundary, one unhealthy boundary is saying no when something doesn't feel right.
Is that a
Okay.
healthy or unhealthy? Healthy
This is a
boundary?
healthy boundary.
Okay, so
Saying
just,
no when
yeah,
something doesn't feel right to
I
us.
just wanted to like correct you. You say unhealthy, but that's a healthy bunch. I mean boundaries. That's a healthy
Okay.
one. Saying no. You say
Yes.
unhealthy, but that's healthy.
Okay. Okay. So one healthy boundary is saying no when something doesn't feel right.
Mm-hmm.
So say for example, we were talking about it when before we started the podcast about if your boss asks you to stay late
Mm-hmm.
and you know you got to go to little Bobby's game. I'm sorry, no, I won't be able to do that. Sometimes the boss don't like it. I know where I used to work at a long time ago, my former boss, she's gone on to be with God now. But she was the type of person that she would wait till the last. I was at school. I was in school. She would wait till the last minute. I had to be at school at 6 o'clock. She would come down. I get off work at 5. She would come downstairs with a paper for me to type at 4:45 p.m. and want me to do it before I leave. Couple of times I did it on the days that I didn't have to go to school, attend school, but she started doing it on the days that I had school, so I had to tell her no. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the
Well,
thing
when do you
about
think you can
people.
do it?
That's the
Yeah,
thing about people. Once you tell them yes once, then they'll try it two more time, and they see that you do it. So now it become a regular thing for them
yeah, they
that they
expect you to
feel
do
that
it.
they're obligated to that
Yeah.
yes. So yeah.
So that's how things usually how unhealthy boundaries evolve,
Yeah.
how healthy boundaries can turn into unhealthy boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
So here's an example of an unhealthy boundary: saying yes to everything out of fear and guilt. So I asked Carmen to loan me $5. So she ain't got it. She just paid her bills for the month and whatnot. And you know how some people try to make you feel bad. It's just $5. Well, if it's just $5, how come you ain't got it?
Mm-hmm.
So she asked me, I asked Carmen, can I borrow $5? Well, Nisi, I'm sorry. I just paid my bill, so I don't have it. So I'm gonna get mad at her. Or either she got it, she knows she got to buy her lunch tomorrow, and she give it to me anyway, so I won't be mad at her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
People do it all the time.
People do.
I mean,
People
I
do
know
it a
these
lot.
sound like little minor examples, but people do this kind of stuff all the time.
But that's
Okay.
where it starts is with the minor things, and then it
It starts
evolved
with
to
the minor
bigger.
things. Exactly. I just got offline with a client, and I'll give you that example in a minute. So another another healthy boundary would be respecting your own time, your own energy, and your personal needs. What you need, your time, having a perspective. No, this is my time. Don't call me after 8 o'clock. You know, um, I don't want to do that. I'm tired. Okay. Your energy. And then your personal needs. Okay, I need my rest today. So I'm not doing anything. I'm going to do what I want for me.
Yes.
This is what I need. So another unhealthy boundary is ignoring your needs to please others. Okay. So like and the as you can see, the unhealthy boundaries that I'm giving you are the opposite of the healthy
Healthy
boundaries.
boundaries. Yeah.
Hmm. So another healthy boundary is, I'm not going to give you all of them. I'll just give a few. I'll
Mm-hmm.
just give maybe three more, and then we're gonna move on to something else.
Okay.
Um, um, allowing others. Another healthy boundary is allowing others to have their own feelings and choices. So we don't agree on everything. So because I don't agree with you, then we're going to fall out because you want me to agree with you. The unhealthy one is um, allowing others to control your feelings or decisions.
Yeah.
So
I had that happen to me. The one you were saying, because I didn't agree with the person. They walked. This is so funny. I have to share this. So I didn't agree with the person. They walk up to me and told me, we're not friends anymore. So I'm like, and what? Because you're trying to make me see things your way and I don't agree with you. So we're not friends anymore. I don't think we were friends before. So I'm like, okay, it's not hurting me. I'm gonna walk on, you know. So yeah, we do have people like that out there. If things are not going their way and they want to control you, then they feel that, oh, you're not their friend because you're not doing what they want you to do. So yeah,
mhm,
I've experienced that, so that's not
mhm.
healthy.
So okay, so the last one I'm gonna do is
Oh,
keeping personal details private until trust is earned.
oh yeah, that's another one too.
How
You tell a
we
you tell a
sometimes,
friend something and they use it against you later.
yeah, weaponize
Yeah,
it. Yes.
weaponize it. Yeah.
Over and then an unhealthy boundary is oversharing personal information too soon.
Mm-hmm.
So the last one would be balancing work and personal life. That's a healthy boundary. And then the other one is mixing work and personal life without balance.
So that's the unhealthy one,
That's the
right? The
unhealthy.
mixing. Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds
Mm-hmm.
good,
So,
Nisi. It sound good.
yeah. So those are the healthy versus unhealthy boundaries. So now, one of the things about boundaries is the fact that, like you said a few minutes ago, pushing boundaries or violating boundaries, it starts off very minute or subtle, if you
Mm-hmm.
will. I ask you for $5, no, $2. Can I give $2? You give it to me. Because most people, this is what most people do. Most people see red flags and don't address them. And that's in any relationship. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be a family member, it could be an employee, it could be a friend, a relative, or whatever. They a lot of times people hang around you and they observe your behavior
Mm-hmm.
or your temperament.
Mm-hmm.
They observe your behavior or temperament to see, hmm, let me see. It's not about to see how nice of a, well, actually, it is to see how nice of a person you are. It's the person who observes your behavior to see how you respond to this little envelope that they push. They push the envelope just a teeny bit. You might not even see the envelope move. So they do things to see what your response is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So if they do something, even if it's something that is possibly offensive, but if you don't say anything, they're like, oh, okay. Then they push the boundary a little bit more, and then a little bit more, just
Mm-hmm.
to see if you're going to say anything. And then, excuse me, then they know for certain, I can take advantage of this person.
Mm-hmm.
So typically, most of the time when people actually start setting boundaries is when they have been pushed into a corner and the person has been, so to speak, abusing them. And now it's like, I can't move anymore. So now I want to put a boundary in place. So the
Yeah.
person that has been abusing the boundaries, now they have become entitled
Mm-hmm.
because we have allowed that thing to occur. And they're like, well, you ain't said nothing all the other time. I've been doing
Mm-hmm.
this for 10 years. So now why is it a problem? They get angry at you for standing up for yourself.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, Nisi. I agree with you. It starts anywhere from the family to the friend to the husband to the boyfriend. Um, you start, like you said, they push that little envelope. If even if it's just about borrowing $1 or two, that's where it starts. Or can you do this for me? The family member, is it possible you can do this for me? And then it started going up more. They come into you more often. Things are evolving. They want different favors, different things. And sometimes I'm guilty. I'm sitting here listening to you. Sometimes I've I've done it so much for my son that it's become so hard to say no sometimes. So now that I'm setting these boundary, I'm the worst mom ever.
Listen,
Oh mom, you're so mean. You weren't like this before. You must be going through menopause. I said I am going through menopause, but it doesn't have anything to do with that. It has to do with you being an adult and you need to step up your game, you know. But yeah, and I talk about I've trust me, what you're talking about, I've been through it with a lot of people. Some people are still my friends, and some I just have to let go because
yeah,
sometimes you have to let those people go that cause a lot of problems in your life, make your life unhappy because now that you're setting the boundaries, oh, you're the worst person ever. But
right. Because you
before,
got
when
to
you
know.
were doing everything they wanted you to do, you were cool. Oh, let me call Car. Oh yeah, she gonna do this for me. But once you start saying no, it's a total different thing.
Hmm.
So yeah.
And let's talk about okay, this is the last thing that we're going to talk about for
Okay.
today
Yes,
is
ma'am.
about the fears of saying no, the fears and the benefits of saying no.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the benefits, one of the reasons why people are afraid to say no, because they're afraid of being rejected.
Yes.
So I've been saying yeah to you all the time, and now all of a sudden I'm saying no. Or you never asked me for anything, and you asking me for something and I'm not able to do it. And so I say no. And then there's a fear of that, you being offended by the fact that I said no. Because the truth of the matter is, let's just tell the truth and shame the devil. We don't want to hear the word no.
I don't think anybody, even a child, don't want to hear the
Anybody,
word no.
nobody wants to hear the word no.
Yep. Because
But
sometimes when
we
you
have
tell
to.
when you tell a child no, they want to know why. Why? So when you say no to your significant other or a good friend, oh, you have totally lost your mind now because now you're saying no to them. So you're the enemy.
Right. Why
Yeah.
what we say no, and with kids, because they're conditioned to be responded to from the womb,
Y-
okay,
yeah.
they cry, we pick them up. They cry, we feed them. They cry, they change the diaper. They cry. We're attending to them all the
Yes.
time.
Yes.
So at some point, we have to let them cry a little bit
Yes. Yes.
because
Yes.
they get comfortable with being attended to every time, saying, yeah, can I have a cookie? Can I do this? Can I do this? We also always say yeah. And then all of a sudden, when we start saying no, what? So we're in essence, we're raising them to be little narcissists
Mm-hmm.
because a narcissist is a person that feels like they are entitled to nobody tells me no,
No.
I'm
Yeah.
better than, that kind of thing. I
Mm-hmm.
deserve, I'm entitled to, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you give me what I want
Want when
and
I want
whatnot.
it. Look,
Yeah,
when I
right.
want it, they don't
Yeah,
care. If you
exactly.
got to go out there and get it somehow, that's when they want it. So yeah.
Exactly. So we
Yeah.
have to tell them no. We have to frustrate those needs. So the unhealthy uh, of the fear of reason why people don't want to say no is because the fear of rejection. So
Yes.
now the benefit of saying no is it protects your energy.
Okay.
When we got to tell people no and why, and we got to explain and all that kind of stuff, that drains you.
It does. It does. It's just, and I'm learning how to just say flat no with no explanation behind it. Because when you
Yeah.
give the explanation, you're starting to feel guilty. So just learning how to say flat no and don't
Hmm.
add the explanation is just really good. You don't have to explain yourself. It's just no.
Right.
So
Because
yeah.
that's what I was telling the client that I was online with is the fact that when I came out of high school, I mean not out of high school, I learned at the age of 50 years old that it was okay to set boundaries. I
Mhm.
did not know it was okay. I was
Yeah.
the family doormat. Like,
Yes.
what? You mean
Yep.
you can tell people no?
Ye-
I don't have to be this, you know, just because I'm a Christian, I don't have to let people walk over me and whatnot. Oh yeah, okay, let's do this. So
Yeah.
first, when I was telling her that first when I started saying no, I did feel guilty.
Mhm.
And then as time went on, it was no with an explanation.
Mhm.
Now is no,
Yeah.
you know, yeah. Uh, for example, I have good credit, excellent credit, and a
Mhm.
couple of my family members wanted me to, like one of my family members wanted me to take out a loan for them
Mhm.
or co-sign for
Mhm.
them a loan. Not
Mhm.
doing that.
Okay.
And then one of my family members wanted me to co-sign for her a car. Not doing that either.
Mhm.
And I said, no, sorry, I don't co-sign.
Yeah.
Without no explanation. No, I do not co-sign. I
Mhm.
love you, but not gonna be able to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's good that you were able to say no, Nisi, because that is the
It
important
took me
thing.
a long time though, Car.
Yeah. Yeah,
It
that's
took
okay.
me a long
It took
time.
me a it's I'm struggling with it right now sometime, but I'm overcoming it because I'm being stronger and I know that it's okay to say no. So I don't feel as bad as I used to feel before. So it's important and it's a peace of mind and you kind of feel a lot better that you're not putting yourself through that stress. And setting boundaries are important. So today's show, Nisi, thank you very much for bringing those points out, is why we should not be afraid of saying no and why it's okay to set boundaries. So I want to
Mhm.
thank you, Nisi, for taking your time out to come out
Oh, wow, it
today
was my
and
pleasure.
talking about that topic. And next month, we'll be talking about domestic violence, right?
Again, yes, it's that
Yes.
time of year.
Yes, and it's I am so excited because it's next month will be a year since we've been doing Empowered Woman,
Yes.
Empowered Life. So I'm
Yay.
really happy. Hopefully we have a lot of people that, listen to us, listen to the show dealing with domestic violence because that's a very silent thing out there. So we hopefully will be able to benefit and help, help others benefit from that podcast show. All right.
Oh, and next month, if I don't know if anybody is interested out there, but I will be doing a session in person at a church. Just one second. Um, New Destiny Center. Let's see, New Destiny Center Church. New
Mm-hmm.
Destiny Center Church.
Center
It
Church.
is
Okay.
at 902, and that is on the fourth Sunday at 3 o'clock. Um, if anybody is interested, it's free. Um, 902 South Wayne Road, and that's in Westland, Michigan,
Okay.
48186.
Okay.
So yeah, that's Sunday, October 26th, at 3 p.m. God
And what
willing.
is the topic for that you're doing? What is the topic on that program?
Oh, it's addressing domestic violence.
Domestic violence. Okay.
Hmm. A
So give
community
that address
counseling,
again for me, Nisi.
902 South Wayne Road, Westland, Michigan, 48186.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll have some people come out and join you who is going through domestic violence and
Yeah,
just needs
or
some
that
counseling.
knows somebody that's going through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I thank you, Nisi, again for coming on the come up top of your game, where we're here to
Always
elevate your
glad to
life
be
and
here.
help you out. Thank you very much, and you have a great night, Nisi. Thanks.